Up on the hillside, raking my leaves, rabbits in the pea patch, and all the peas. Yeah! My dog. Hello, welcome to another daily antidote of song. How are you? How have you been? It's been so long since I've seen you, almost 24 hours. Sending lots of love and admiration and affection to our loved ones on the live stream. And we'll take a deep breath and a long sip of our coffee and say hello to all you fine people here. Hello, JoJo and Dr. Kathy, and hello, our special guest. We'll get back to you in a second. Hey, Dorian, Ollie, maybe in Denver, Kentucky. How you doing, Deli and Susan, Cincinnati? Hello, connecting to audio and Arlene back there. What's up, Nancy and Bonnie and Boise? What's up, Bob? Luna, you made it from Victoria. Storm in the house. Kathleen and Albuquerque, good to see you. Ruth and Clive in Birmingham. Hello, Caroline. How many days in today? Already 11:55. Susan in Seattle. Hello, Amy. Hello, Ann in Knoxville and Leah and Kat and Caroline in DC and Gwen. How'd you do? And Al, you made it. So glad you made it in. And Sandy in Western North Carolina. We got more people coming in. As they're coming in, we say hello and lots of love to them as well. Whew, that was a hard one today. Anyway, here we go. We're going to take it over to our special guest. Get ready to sing your hearts out. Take it away, Eve Goldberg. All right.
Hi there, everybody. How are ya? It's really great to see you all here. Yeah, I'm based in Toronto. I've been here a couple of times, so great to see you all today. And I'm coming to you from Toronto. I'm part of Gathering Sparks. And so I've been here a couple of times as myself and a couple of times with Gathering Sparks. But I got the memo that it's Pride Month. So happy Pride every day, everybody. And I have a song that I wrote. And I always say that I wish this was how I had proposed to my partner, who I've been with now 27 years. We've been married for 18 years, I think. We got married on our 8th anniversary. And I'm going to tell you the whole story, which I don't usually tell. But we had wanted to do, before same-sex marriage became legal in Canada, we were planning to have like a commitment ceremony. We were going to invite all our friends and family, and we kept getting bumped by other family events. Like we'd be like, okay, let's do it in May or whatever, and then someone else would graduate or get married, and we'd get bumped, you know. So we finally decided on our 7th anniversary, we said what we're going to do for our anniversary is we're going to plan our ceremony for a year from after that, for the following year. And we weren't paying attention to the news, but the day before our 7th anniversary, the law got struck down in Canada, which allowed for same-sex marriage. So we're sitting there talking, and we're like, maybe we should get married instead of having a commitment ceremony. No ring or anything. So I ran into the kitchen and got some twist ties and made a ring for my partner, Ellen. And I proposed to her with a ring made out of twist ties. And so that's the story I always tell. And we're still together, so I guess the twist ties worked. And so that's my advice for anybody. We tied the knot, that's right. So that's my advice for everybody. And a year after we got married, I wrote this song, which is called Do You Want to Get Married? So the chorus sounds like this. Do you want to get married? Do you want to settle down? Do you want to make it legal all over town? We could have ourselves a party, invite all our friends, 'cause our love is a story that never ends. So let's do that again so you can practice. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Do you want to get married? Do you want to settle down? Do you want to make it legal all over town? We could have ourselves a party, invite all our friends, 'cause 'cause our love is a story that never ends. Make your list and check it twice. Hire a band and get some good advice. Buy some clothes of the finest kind. Get ready to shine. Do you want to get married? Do you want to settle down? Do you want to make it legal all over town? We could have ourselves a party. Invite all our friends, 'cause our love is a story that never ends. We'll stand up there and say I do. Cut some cake before the night is through. Sign the paper, seal it with a kiss. Start married bliss. Do you want to get married? Do you want to settle down? Do you want to make it legal all over town? We could have ourselves a party. Invite all our friends, 'cause our love is a story that never ends. Pomegranates are red and the sky is blue. I'd do anything to stay close to you. We got the sun, the moon, and the stars above with this solid love. Do you want to get married? Do you want to settle down? Do you want to make it legal all over town? We could have ourselves a party. Invite all our friends, 'cause our love is a story that never ends. Yes, our love is a story that never ends. There we go.
Oh, that was great.
Thank you. I saw lots of people bopping along. That was great.
Do you want to make it legal all over town? That's my line. I like that.
Well, the funny thing is, I never thought I would ever get married. I didn't really, think marriage was that important. And then when I was in a relationship where I wasn't allowed to get married, the idea of getting married became something completely different to me. So, it shows you how your perspective can change on these things, right?
Yeah, sure. And just, yeah. And that's the meaningfulness of it is, yeah, I don't know, like how much of a block you put up there because you can't have it or don't think about it or whatever. I know, like with my parents, because I grew up with 2 lesbian parents, and so they just it never came up. They were just like, we are in this relationship and that's it.
Yeah.
And also, like, everyone else around was the same ways too, So.
Yeah, I mean, I just it didn't even cross my mind for many, many, many years because I just thought, oh, we're in this relationship and the legal part of it isn't that important. But, it actually, in a lot of ways, becomes important because, I think things are changing now, but, some of the things around what your legal rights would be, if your partner was in the hospital or passed away or like all these different things that are, sort of you don't necessarily think about if you're not in a same-sex relationship because you sort of take some of those things for granted. But but for sure. And, I in some other ways, I think there are other frontiers of the struggle for LGBTQSI rights that, are maybe more important in some ways, but it felt like a big shift, in my life for sure. And,
Yeah,
I'm a rebel because I wanted to get married because it was illegal, Julie says. Yes, kind of.
Yeah. Well, I think that becomes a big thing, too, of, like, your love being radical or just, like, being in love or can be its own radical thing. You think about, like, interracial marriage. You think about all kinds of different sexualities, how, that it can be its own political act in a way.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So, I feel lucky to have been the entire time of our relationship. I feel lucky to have been in a community where it wasn't a big deal for anybody. We were just part of this folky community in Toronto, and so that was that's been a wonderful thing. And yeah, so why not celebrate why not celebrate love? And the song itself doesn't really say anything about what kind of relationship it's talking about, so everybody can celebrate.
Yeah, love's for everybody,
Sure.
even people who hate.
I saw a great meme the other day, which was something like, "Be careful who you hate. It could be somebody you love."
Sure.
Yeah.
Right? That always comes out too, right? With these. Let's not even get into politicians. Let's not even go there. I'm going to stop myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Pride Month is starting. What does Pride Month look like in Toronto? Like New York, it's a big old party.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. I mean, Toronto has for a long time had one of the largest Pride parades in North America, I think. It's definitely, I actually haven't been to the Pride parade for a really long time, but I know there's a ton of events going on all month. And usually the parade itself is the last weekend of June here in Toronto. I don't know what they do in New York, but so yeah, it's a huge event, and I think this might be the first one since COVID. I'm not sure, but so that's going to be a big thing for people. And there's a Dyke March the day before, and all kinds of arts and cultural events going on, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's a big party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had dinner with my mom last night, and well, yeah. Long story short, but she was talking about how she's like I'm too old for the parties now. She's like, I'm too old to go to all the. I was like,
I'm
really?
kind
No,
of
you're
starting
not. She's
to
like,
feel
absolutely.
that way. Yeah, I used to go much more when I was in my 20s, I think, and yeah, now it's I mean, there's a lot of alcohol, a lot of dancing, and so super fun, but not entirely my scene all the time. But I love that it happens, So yeah.
Ditto.
Yeah.
Even I'm starting to get to the age too. Tell us about the uke. Tell us about playing the uke. And
Yeah, so one of the things I do, I teach ukulele and guitar. Guitar was always my main instrument until about 10 years ago, and now uke is kind of more my main instrument. So I do a lot of teaching. I'm going to be doing a week-long ukulele class, sort of intensive, at a place called Halliburton School of the Arts, a couple of hours north of Toronto. And that's like I do some of my teaching is actually people learning how to read scores and play from scores and play in an ensemble. So it's actually a ukulele orchestra. And I run a ukulele orchestra in Toronto called Ukulele Orchestra of Toronto. And it's just like an orchestra, different sections, and everybody has their part. And when you put it together, then we play some classical stuff, some jazz stuff, some folky stuff, some pop songs, whatever. But a lot of it is arranged like into parts. And during the pandemic, we did about 18 video performances, where people recorded their parts and we put it all together. But we just had our first in-person concert. So that's what I do during the year. But in the summer, I do this week-long intensive. That's kind of the similar idea. And so that's coming up. And I'm going to be teaching at Strathmore. I just came from the Ashokan Uke Fest at the Ashokan Center, which was wonderful. And I'm going to be also going to the Strathmore Uke Fest in Maryland in August. So, which is not far, I think, from a lot of daily Antidote of Song people. Yeah, exactly, Joe. So yeah, just lots of ukulele stuff going on. I teach online during the, sort of October to May, and then in the summer I do other stuff. So yeah, but lots of ukulele stuff. Because it's popular. Yeah. Who doesn't like a ukulele?
It's popular. And it's popular because it's accessible, right?
Oh, yeah. That's kind of the cool thing. I mean, I've taught guitar for, 30 years or something like that. But I find it's faster to get people going on the ukulele. Just like any instrument, to get really good at it, you have to spend time. But the entry, the on-ramp is faster. Within about half an hour, you can be playing songs and having fun. So that's one of the things I really like about it. And And there's, the whole.
I always find. Oh,
I was just going to say the whole
go
uke
ahead.
scene is just like a really great community, and so it's been neat to become part of that.
I would believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just find like when I teach banjo, if I can get a student to be able to make a chord with one finger immediately, they're hooked. It's like you have
Yeah.
just played. You
Yeah.
you have mastered this now. One finger and you're done.
Right?
And
Yeah. And
that's the gateway drug. It's just that one finger chord.
yeah, and ukulele is kind of like that because actually, one of the things I'm really starting to appreciate now and love is how much the jazz chords can be under your fingers and not so hard to play compared to because I love all the American songbook like jazz standards and all that, all those old songs. But on guitar, a lot of times the chords are a bit more challenging. You know,
Can you give us an example? Like a
yeah,
D9
so like,
or something?
you know, there's all these funky kinds of chords on ukulele that are, you know, that kind of thing. That sort of stuff is not that hard to play on ukulele, so so I just did an American songbook class that was really fun to just kind of dig into some of those songs and find those fun chord voicings. Yeah, yeah. So
I think you've inspired me. I'm going to pull my ukulele out of the closet.
do it. Yeah. Yeah, and there's so much you can do on it. All different kinds of music, and that's another thing that I love is it's just so many people are doing so many different kinds of music on it. You know, I tend towards folky, bluesy, jazzy, country kind of stuff, but some people are doing heavy metal and out and out sort of rock and roll kind of stuff and weird
That's cool, too.
experimental music, all different kinds of stuff you can do on it. So that's what I love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm around, I'll start practicing and join your ukestra when you come around to
some
Maryland.
people call them
Can I say
ukestra?
ukestra?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's
Okay.
yeah. I've always said uke orchestra, and then I saw someone else who called it a ukestra, and I'm like, brilliant, Yeah. Someone asked, is ukulele gateway instrument to the guitar? The cool thing about learning ukulele is the shapes that you learn are sometimes the same shapes as the guitar because it's kind of like you have a guitar that's had the lowest two strings cut off and then it's been capoed at the 5th fret. So when I started learning ukulele, I had to really do a lot of brain work because I was playing some of the same shapes I knew on guitar, but having to transpose in my head. Because if I played what was a D on the guitar, it was a G on the ukulele, and like that kind of thing. So, so definitely, if you're interested in guitar, ukulele could be a starting point for you if they translate well to each other. So. Oh, look at that. Joe posted.
But the ukulele, it's a powerful instrument in its own right.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And that's the more I play it, the more I kind of discover the beauty of it and all the different things it's capable of. So, yeah. Yeah, and I will say to Sheila's comment, I found it really confusing at first because I was always transposing in my head. But after a while, it's like I grew a separate ukulele brain. And I have my guitar brain and my ukulele brain, and they don't really cross very much anymore. So, so it's possible. It's possible to make the transition from one to the other. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And also the links are in there. I think Joe put in the links.
Yeah, Joe's put in the links. Yeah.
The Ukestra and Halliburton and the
ukulele
beginning
orchestra.
and baritone. Uh-oh. So...
The separate, Kathy from BC plays a uke banjo. Oh, that's cool. I have one, but it needs a little bit of work. It's on the wall over there, and so I don't play it very often because I need to get someone to fix it up. So, yeah, uke banjo, and there's ukulele,
that's my
mandolins,
status of mine
and
too.
Yeah. All right. So I think
Well, if you have anything else you want to say before we jump back into our song?
I just, the main thing that I want to say is just how much I appreciate the Daily Antidote and being part of it. I always have great intentions of tuning in just for fun on most days when I get the email, but it's somehow never works with my schedule. So, but I'm just so happy when I do get the chance to be here and to sing with people. It's just such a wonderful thing that the Daily Antidote is doing. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I know we're all glad to have you here and singing for us, giving us a message of loving and being loved for our day. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you for hosting. It's great meeting you. And so we'll sing Do You Want to Get Married one more time before we go today. Thanks for being here, everybody. And everybody ready? Do you want to get married? Do you want to settle down? Do you want to make it legal all over town? We could have ourselves a party, invite all our friends, 'cause our love is a story that never ends. Make your list and check it twice. Hire a band and get some good advice. Buy some clothes of the finest kind. Get ready to shine. Do you want to get married? Do you want to settle down? Do you want to make it legal all over town? We could have ourselves a party, invite all our friends, 'cause our love is a story that never ends. We'll stand up there and say I do. Cut some cake before the night is through. Sign the paper, seal it with a kiss. Start married bliss. Do you want to get married? Do you want to settle down? Do you want to make it legal all over town? We could have ourselves a party, invite all our friends, 'cause our love is a story that never ends. Pomegranates are red and the sky is blue. I'd do anything to stay close to you. We got the sun, the moon, and the stars above with this solid love. Do you want to get married? Do you want to settle down? Do you want to make it legal all over town? We could have ourselves a party, invite all our friends, 'cause our love is a story that never ends. Yes, our love is a story that never ends. There you go.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh man, let me not drop my guitar.
Yeah,
It's so very
do that.
nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice meeting you too. I
Thank
hope
you
we
for
get
sharing
to
that.
meet in person sometime. Yeah, and thanks
Yeah, we'll
for
have a
being
uke
here.
offer. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, let's all give one more fan of applause to Eve Goldberg. Thank you for putting a song of love in our heart today. And we'll take a deep breath and say farewell, goodbye, enjoy a sunny Toronto day.
I will. It's beautiful here. Thanks so much.
Yeah. We'll say goodbye to all of our loved ones out in the live stream. See you later. And then we're going to start saying goodbye to all you fine people.
Yeah.
Right now.
All right. I got to go. I
Bye.
can't stick around, but have a great day, everybody.
Bye, Eve. And goodbye to you, Susan in Cincinnati, and Arlene in Berkeley, and Bonnie in Boise. Bye, Bob and Storm. Take it easy, Caroline, and Boise. Oh my God, later Susan, Seattle, and Bob, Mabel, Bears. Oh, it's just Bears today. Bye, Linda, and Nork Island, and Sheila, and Annette, and James, good to see you. Deborah, Kentucky, take it easy. Bye, Bob, bye, Curly Tops of One, bye, Curly Pop at a Top. Bye, Julian, Ontario, bye, Kat, bye, Kathleen and Albuquerque, bye, Ann and Silver Spring, and Deli, and Dorian, Ollie, maybe bye, Kevin. See you later. Am I missing anybody? I'm going to keep it moving by going all the way over to a big cow. That's Nancy over there, and Ruth, and Aloysius, how you doing? Bye, Leah, bye, Carol, and bye, Elle, and goodbye, Carol again, and Lumuga, and Jane in Texas. Goodbye, everyone. Have such a great weekend, great day. See you again soon.